Welcome to week 8 of the Detroit Lions franchise. Indy's coming in 5-1. They've won 4 of the last 5 games between these two, and the Lions are on a 2-game winning streak. Paris Campbell with his 91 yards and a touchdown against the Bengals looking to ending that. Just a reminder, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and just remember that 95% of you aren't subscribed, so if you want the latest update, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Lions have won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. Matt Prater's going to send it to Rodgers back deep. Rivers gets the football first, and away we go. From Ford Field, and Rodgers from about 9 yards deep is going to take a knee, and out comes Phillip Rivers. And the 5-1 Colts on the season, 2-1 touchdown to interception, leads the 9th ranked offense with one of the best offensive lines in the league with Costanzo, Quentin Nelson. And then they got weapons, Hilton and Campbell, who we've highlighted. They'll look to throw on the first snap, and at the numbers, it's Burton for a gain of 8. And the Detroit defense has played a lot better over the past few weeks, ranked 18th, just below average in about everything. They're going to have one of their hardest tests today, as Rivers on the play fake on the outside. It's caught by Campbell. This is the game's first down. Now 3rd and 5. Lions rush 3, Rivers looking for someone. He finds Hines on the check down. He's about a yard short. And the Colts will punt. Now comes Stafford. So a week ago, 265 and 3 touchdowns. His first week back, they lead the second-ranked offense. And Stafford has been protected well pretty much all season. And then the one pence, they speak for themselves. Peterson will get the first snap, and he gets the handoff. Trying to follow his blockers. He's got about 6, and now the Indianapolis defense ranked top 5, as Peterson's a little slow to get up. They have DeForest Buckner on that defensive line. Darius Leonard, the defensive rookie of the year in 2018. Then the great secondary with Xavier Rhodes, Malik Hooker, and Kenny Moore. 2nd and 4 from the 26. It's Everett quickly to Amendola, who turns it upfield. And he gets to the 41 for a gain of 15. It's now from the eye. They'll give it to Swift, and he's met in the backfield, and we got an update. Aaron Rodgers getting us kicked off. He'll check it down to Aaron Jones, who turns it upfield, fights through contact, and will turn it into a 29-yard reception. Packers can't find the end zone, so they'll lead 3-0 early on over the Vikings. So the Vikings are 0-6, and the Packers are 6-0. It would be an incredible upset, as they'll give Swift a loss of 3, and Stafford will go underneath to Jones, who spins off contact, and he's at the 45. 3rd and 6, Stafford alone in the backfield. He's got time, now going to the outside. Dangerous pass is caught by Jones, still going, and he's down to the 48. And what a throw. They'll stay alone. Stafford going to throw it inside, tipped and intercepted. 2nd on the year for Malik Hooker, who takes it inside Lions territory. Malik Hooker sheds a tackle inside the 20, another inside the 10. He's banged out of bounds at the 9. And the Colts will take over. Goal to go. It's now 2nd and goal. Hilton in motion will give it to Mack. Mack following his blockers, fighting for the end zone. He's just about a yard short. Now 3rd and goal. Heavy formation for Detroit. They'll give it to Mack, and he's stuffed. And the Colts will be forced to take 3. Romeo Cora on the stop now. Lions trying to get something going. 3rd and 9 over the middle. Nearly intercepted again. The Colts trying to add, and it is Hines. Hines breaking free, and he gets about 8. Now 3rd inches. 2 tight ends will give it to Mack, and he's got it. We have another update. Aaron Rodgers again with the blitz, and a wide open Devin Funches for 4 yards. Packers lead 10-0 with about a couple minutes to play in the first quarter. This is what we saw week 1 against the same team. As Rivers on the play fake, he'll look to run, and he's got about 4. Now 2nd and 6. The play fake to Mack. Rivers under quick pressure. He's dropped by Christian Jones, the backup edge rusher. It's his first on the season. It's a loss of 10. Now 3rd and 16. The Lions rush 3. Rivers going to check it down to Hines. Hines won't get close, and then the Colts will punt. So what can the Lions do? Stafford will throw. On the first play, he'll go underneath to Jones, and he's got a first down to the 28, and that'll take us to the second quarter. So first play of the second. Over to Galladay into Colts territory. Galladay tries to make a move, and he's down to the 38. And just like that, the Lions are in scoring range to tie the game. The 2nd and 5 quickly to Galladay. Galladay reaching. He's got the first down. We got another update. Rodgers now to Devontae Adams from 10 yards out. Packers increase the lead to 17-0 early on in the second quarter. So 1st and 10 from just inside the 30. Stafford to throw. He's going to go deep for the end zone. Galladay makes the catch for the touchdown. It's his 11th of the season. Leads the league, and Lions take the lead 7-3. Colts trying to respond. It's a 2nd and 7. Rivers has time underneath to Campbell, who gets to around the 40 for a first down. Now 3rd and 3. Rivers to throw with a 3-man rush underneath to Hines. Right at that marker. He's not going to get it, and the Colts are going to punt. So trying to add on a lead. Stafford under pressure. He's intercepted again. Second takeaway for the Colts, and taking it to the 23 is Kari Willis, his first career pick. And the Colts are just outside the red zone again. 2nd and 4, they're going to give it to Mack. Mack lowers his shoulder. He's inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Rivers is dropped by Danny Shelton. His first full sack of the year. And they're outside the 10 again. It's now 3rd and goal. Rivers with a 3-man rush. He's got the time. We'll go underneath to Burton. Burton fighting off a tackle. It'll be to the original line of scrimmage. Colts kick the field goal. So Lions trying to respond after the takeaway. 3rd and 8. Underneath to Swift. Swift with Leonard chasing him. He's just about got it at the 37. And Dahl is slow to get up. It's now 1st and 10. Stafford with a 4-man rush. Under pressure. He's going to go deep. He's got Galladay. He's down to the 35 of Indianapolis. Now it's the 3rd and 10. They need the conversion. Stafford underneath. Can Swift get the edge? He can. First down and more. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd and inches with 40 seconds to play. Underneath to Jones. And Jones is down to the 2. Taking the clock down more to 18 seconds. 17. They'll give it to Swift. Swift bounces off contact for the touchdown. To 6 on the year. The Colts will not have a chance to respond after that. They're going to go for 2, however, to make it a 2-score game heading into halftime. Stafford to throw for Galladay. It's inaccurate and incomplete. So, stay a 7-point game. But the Colts will have one last shot. It's a 4th and 2 from the 33. Let's see how far Rivers can throw it. He's hit as he's throwing. And he'll get to around the 30, and that's how the half ends. Lions lead 13-6 over the 5-1 Colts. They'll head into the halftime locker room, and we'll take a look at the Minnesota-Green Bay game. You can see the stats. 2 takeaways for Indy, but the Lions outgaining them through the air. So we'll get a Vikings highlight for once. Their offense has done something. How about Adam Thielen? That was a great catch. It was 22 yards. But they can't find the end zone, so the deficit's cut to 17-3. It's only a 14-point lead now. But you get Rodgers in a 2-minute drill. You know he'll convert. There's Alan Lazard who accelerates all the way into Minnesota territory. He'll help him get into field goal range. Packers kick another field goal. The halftime lead is 20-3 for the Packers. So back to our game. We'll get things started with the Lions at the 23. Stafford will throw and pump. Go underneath. There's a flag down. He's intercepted. It's Kenny Moore. But the flag's on Indianapolis, so it's not going to be their 3rd takeaway of the game. Now 3rd and 5 from the 43. The play fake to Swift. Stafford rolling around. Can he find anyone? He's thrown it. Somehow caught. Amendola makes a move inside the 40. And he's all the way to the 32. And now Jonah Jackson's kind of shaken up. Now 1st and 10. They'll give it to Swift. Swift has a big hole. Makes a move, and he's down to the 20. Lions threatening to score game now. Adrian Peterson in the game. They'll give it to him. Peterson has a big hole. Peterson for the touchdown. 16 yards for a second touchdown of the year, and Lions have a 14-point lead. So Indianapolis trying to respond. On a 3rd and 11, it's too far for Pascal. He can't turn upfield. But can the Lions do anything on a 3rd and 5? Stafford throws it into the dirt. So Colts trying to get some momentum. It's a 3rd and 3. Rivers underneath to Pascal. Did he get the feed in? Yes, he did. First down. Now it's a 3rd and 2. The handoff to Mack, and he's just about got it at the 40. 1st and 10 with 3 tight ends. They'll give it to Mack, and Mack has a big hole. Mack inside Lions territory to the 45. With Tracy Walker on the tackle. Now 3rd and 10. Colts need the 35 with a 4-man rush underneath to Burton. He's not going to get there. They're going to kick a field goal. 56 yards for Rodrigo Blankenship. It is up, drifting to the right, and it's wide right, no good. So 3rd and 4 for Sanford. Can they get points off the takeaway? He's under pressure, and he's dropped by DeForest Buckner. His 3rd out of the year. The Lions will go 3 and out. We'll start with a handoff to Hines. Hines breaks an arm tackle or 2, and he's got a first down at the 32. They'll take us to the 4th quarter. Rivers to throw. He's got the time on the outside. Incomplete for Hilton. We got another update. Vikings have somehow found their way back in the game. There's Dalvin Cook. 14 yards out. They'll score. It's now a 10-point game. Packers lead 20-10. 2nd and 10 for the Colts. They'll go underneath to Hines. Hines has a lot of space, and he's right at that marker for a gain of 10. They'll give him the first down. Rivers to throw. He's got time. Wide open is Hines. Hines inside the 30, and he's down to the 26-yard line. And Rivers is over 100 yards. Just like that. 3rd and 4 from the 20. In motion is Campbell. Rivers under pressure. He's got Hines again wide open. Hines down to the 4. They'll call it the 3. Now 2nd and goal. With Doyle in motion. Rivers to the end zone. It is caught. Zach Pascal for the touchdown. It's his 4th on the year, and the Colts cut the deficit to 7. Can the Lions do anything? There's Hockenson. He's got a first down at the 40. Trying to move. It's a 1st and 10. Sanford underneath with a flag down is Peterson. Peterson lowers his shoulder into Colts territory. He's got a first down at the 46. Add another 15 with that roughing the passer call. Now 1st and 10 from 31. Sanford. He's got time, and eventually it runs out. There's Buckner again. All the way to the 42 outside field goal range. It's a 3rd and 14. Can't take another sack. Sanford with a blitz. Can he find anywhere? Now they're out of field goal range. Kenny Moore, who had an interception taken back from him, gets the second. They'll have to punt. So with 3:45 to play, can Rivers do anything? He's got time over the middle. There is Hilton. Hilton breaks a tackle, and he's down to the 28. Now 3rd and 10. Rivers. All time. He'll throw it away. 2nd and 9 with the play fake. Stanford will go underneath to Swift. Swift makes a move into Colts territory, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. All the way to the 47. So now 3rd and 4. An injury costs the Lions a timeout as Galladay Campbell down. It's tipped in the air. It is incomplete, but they'll have to punt now. So Jake Fox to punt. Rodgers will look up. It'll bounce at the 5 and down to the 3. So what will the Colts do? They'll give it to Mack to get some breathing room. They have 2 timeouts, but Mack breaks free. Marlon Mack into Lions territory. He's going to win the foot race. 97 yards for the Colts touchdown. This game's tied just like that. It's a career-long rush for Mack, and now that the game's tied, now can the Lions respond? They'll go to Hockenson. He's to the 38. Lions have about a minute and 2 of their timeouts. Stafford alone in the backfield. He'll look to throw, and under pressure, up in the air, it's caught! Amendola down to the 40. The Lions will call a timeout. The 2nd and 10, looking to get some space underneath the Swift. Swift gets the edge. Swift inside the 20. That's where he's out of bounds. Stafford's over 300 yards passing. So trying to work some clock now. They're in easy field goal range. James will go in motion. They gave it to Peterson. Peterson's got a first down. At the 9, Colts burn their timeouts. So the Lions are going to kick a game-winning field goal, and Prater's right down the money from under 20. And the Lions sneak out of here with a win after giving up a 14-point comeback. So what a game. What an ending to the game. I can't believe I gave up the 97-yard touchdown. I called goal line because I didn't want them to run on me. I guess, what is the point of goal line if they're not going to shed their blocks? They're just going to get in for the touchdown. That was just an odd performance. But we were dominating on defense yet again. The offense took a step back, losing both of our guards for that game. Couldn't have helped. We also lost Jeff Okudah for some of that game. Well, no, I think it's a good performance, and we're on to a 3-game winning streak. And after that Stafford injury, I thought things were looking grim. So we got some upgrades. Jeff Okudah, his breakout performance, he's a superstar dev, so he's going to upgrade pretty quick. We also have Mike Ford, who stepped in to the second outside spot as soon as Okudah went down. We do have 3 prospects. We're getting corners. Coleman and Trufant are getting up there in age. So Angelo Bryant, Deion McKinney, Ladarius Fowler. All 3 prospects, I think, will look their first and second round talents. I think they have a good spot on our team. And let's get on to the games across the league. Let's start by wrapping up the Vikings-Packers game. We'll start with this touchdown to Devontae Adams, who burns the defense and goes upstairs for it. Packers retake a 17-point lead. They now lead 27-10. And Vikings can't do anything with it. So we'll just have one last rush. Aaron Jones from 5 yards. Get the first down to end it. Packers win it. 27-10. Move to 7-0. So in the later window, we have Chicago and New Orleans going at it. Let's start with the first play of the game. Nick Foles going deep, and Allen Robinson with an insane catch. He'll go for 41. But the Bears can't find the end zone. They now lead it 3-0 over the New Orleans Saints early on. And if you like first play, big plays, the Saints like that too. With Breeze with a pump, and he'll go deep as well. How about Jared Cook getting behind the defense? Burling Kyle Fuller for 49 yards. Who said Breeze couldn't throw deep? But they can't find the end zone either. It's now tied 3-3. So the Saints trying to get in the lead early on. And Breeze will find Michael Thomas for about 10. But there's a flag on the Bears that's roughing the passer. Add 15 more. Now put him into field goal range. The Saints now have a 6-3 lead. But the Bears respond by marching it all the way down the field. And how about a 4th and 3 handoff to David Montgomery? He's going to get in for the touchdown. And that aggressive decision pays off, and the Bears have a 10-6 lead. Love to see the CPU aggressive. And Hendrickson here with the weakest roughing the passer penalty I've ever seen. Fultz didn't even fall down. But it puts them in the field goal range, and they now lead it 13-6 with that field goal. But the Saints getting points, just like Rodgers in the 2-minute drill. There's Breeze throwing it across the field. And how about Alvin Kamara working his way open? The great sideline catch for 18. And the Saints cut the deficit to 13-9, heading into halftime against the Bears. And we'll get things kicked off in the second half with Eddie Pinheiro trying to throw a pass, but he loses the ball. And how about Matthew Adams? He's a backup linebacker and special teamer for the Saints. And they'll take it 65 yards to put the Saints up by 3. So instead of the Bears having a 7-point lead, they now trail by 3 over the Saints. And now they're trying to break it open. How about Alvin Kamara untouched for 61 yards? No one's going to get him. just increased the lead more to 10. Just like that, but they're not going to go down and fight how to swing. How about Foles with another deep connection to Darnell Mooney. 46 yards downfield. And Foles was responsible for all of it. But they can't find the end zone, so they'll cut the deficit to 7. But, kicking field goals isn't going to beat the Saints. How about Drew Brees breaking off an Akeem Hicks sack and somehow finding Traquan Smith? That's going to go for 31. But they're not satisfied there. They're going to take another 3 minutes off the clock and cap the drive off with Alvin Kamara from 7 yards out. He was untouched on that 61-yard, but he had to work for all 7 of those yards. Saints now lead 30-16, just like that. And the Bears won't do anything with that. And the Bears won't do anything with their possession, so they'll give it to Kamara. That 9-yard rush will, and he's win it 30-16. So on to the rest of the games. The Panthers upset the Falcons on Thursday Night Football. The Titans demolished the Bengals. The Browns beat the Raiders. The Patriots destroy the Bills. The Chiefs shut out the Jets. The Rams beat the Dolphins. The Jaguars beat the Chargers. And in the later window, we have Seahawks destroying the Niners. The Seahawks destroying the Niners. And on Sunday night, we have the Eagles beating the Cowboys. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we have the Giants beating the Buccaneers. So on to standings. Patriots, Browns, Titans, and Chiefs are your division leaders. Jets are the only team in the AFC to not win a game. In the NFC, the Giants, Packers, Saints, and Seahawks are your division leaders. The Vikings, the only team to not win a game. Players of the week, we have Baker Mayfield for the AFC. 337 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. That's a 130.7 passer rating in their win. And in the NFC, we have Mike Evans. Despite losing to the Giants, 171 yards and 3 touchdowns. Consistent. Just 14.3 yards per catch. As long as it was only 22, that's the shocking part. On the defensive side, Myles Garrett, 3 sacks, a forced fumble, and 6 tackles. Just dominant as always. And for the NFC, Kendall Sheffield, despite the loss, had a pick 6 along with 4 tackles. So on to leaders, we have Tom Brady taking the passing crown. He has 2,500 yards, first to do it in the season. Touchdowns, Cam Newton and Ryan Tannehill. Drew Lock still has 12 picks. Rushing leaders, Aaron Jones. He's been quiet recently, but he still has 811 yards, so I don't know how quiet you can possibly be at the midseason point. Touchdowns is still Chubb and Fournette. And Aaron Jones still leads with broken tackles. Receiving leaders, Jamison Crowder with 786 yards. Galladay with 11 touchdowns, and Crowder again 379 after the catch. Wrapping things up with defense, Kendricks with 80. 9 more than Baker and Edmonds, who are in second place. Donald, 13 sacks, is insane as always. Probably defensive player of the year, like in real life. And the receptions, Devin Bush with 6. He hasn't changed at all. Week 9 NFL action kicks off with Thursday Night Football between the Packers and Niners. The Seahawks will play the Bills on the Sunday slate of games. We have Ravens, Colts, Texans, Jags, Panthers, Chiefs, Broncos, Falcons. We'll play the Vikings for the first time. The Giants will play the football team. Titans will play the Bears. In the later window, we have Raiders, Chargers, Dolphins, Cardinals, Steelers, Cowboys. And on Sunday Night Football, we have Saints, Buccaneers. Wrapping things up with Monday night, we have Jets, Patriots. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. And remember to subscribe because 95% of you do not subscribe. So it'll help you and it'll help me. I'll see you next time when we face the Minnesota Vikings.